Let's set the stage here, guys. The academy doors are firmly bolted shut right now in the wake of that absolutely devastating demon attack. But hey, if you think that means our characters finally get a moment to just sit back and breathe, yeah, you are sorely mistaken. The overt battles might be on pause, but a really treacherous, high-stakes shadow war has literally just begun in the capital. The kingdom is desperate to project strength right now, and well, they're using our favorite young assassin as their shiny new symbol of hope.
Welcome back to this high-octane explainer covering Volume 3. Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about the immediate aftermath of that demon attack. We're going to trace Lug's rapidly evolving powers, unpack the intense emotional stakes for his inner circle, and navigate the incredibly deadly political viper's nest of the royal capital. No filler here, just pure character growth and escalating conflict. So let's dive right into the whole shebang.
Section 1. Aftermath and the Hero's Gift.
So we open right in the immediate aftermath of the chaos. Lug, Dia, and Tart have finally returned to the relative safety of the Tuatha estate to regroup. But, the peace is going to be incredibly short-lived. Lug's father actually praises his successful infiltration and performance during the battle, which is great, but there's a huge catch. He reveals that the Alvanian kingdom is using Lug's newfound heroism as a massive smokescreen. I mean, think about it. A stronghold of young nobles falling to a single demon, that's a hugely demoralizing defeat. To mask this grim reality, the royal family is throwing a grand medal ceremony to commemorate what Lug and the hero Epona accomplished. It's just pure political theater.
But behind closed doors, the emotional toll is very, very real. Epona is entirely guilt-ridden over her own recklessness during the battle. So, to make amends, she grants Lug a massive, game-changing power-up using a skill called My Loyal Knights. Now, get this, she can only use this on 3 people in her entire lifetime. It literally lends him her mana, her physical might, and some of her incredibly overpowered skills. Lug just got a massive upgrade, and he immediately puts it to work.
Moving on to Section 2, Mastering Demon-Killing Magic.
Armed with this newly borrowed, basically god-tier strength from the hero, Lug immediately starts theorizing a completely original, devastating spell capable of destroying demon cores outright. To mimic the hero's devastating, core-breaking force, he figures out he needs a mathematically perfect fusion of 2 entirely different types of mana. It's like a giant puzzle. He has to take natural mana, the 5 colors that enrich the world itself, and perfectly combine it with a specific wavelength of physical mana, which is the odic force flowing within human bodies. Now, the hero does this subconsciously, by pure instinct, but Lug? He literally has to reverse engineer the whole process through pure magical theory and grueling practice.
Section 3. Romance and Capital Politics.
Well, before Lug can even fully test out this highly volatile magical theory, duty calls. He's dragged directly into the glittering, treacherous viper's nest of the royal capital for his big medal ceremony. And the absolutely crucial point to notice here is how expertly Lug navigates high society. He's juggling multiple covert objectives all at once. First, he has to politely but firmly reject shadowy recruitment offers from power players like Duke Jephus, without making an enemy of him, of course. Second, he has to secretly manage the baller company's business shifts. And finally, amidst all this chaos, he actually keeps a long-awaited promise to Dia, taking her out on a proper date to an incredible illusion show in Miltow. It's a really rare moment of genuine emotional connection for the two of them. Meanwhile, the emotional stakes are rising dramatically on the business front too. Maha's second-in-command, Beruid, actually proposes marriage to her. But Maha fiercely rejects him. Why? Because she is choosing to remain unyieldingly loyal to Lug, acting under his merchant alias Illig, of course. Beruid's quote here really hits the nail on the head. He calls Lug out directly, accusing him of holding Maha emotionally hostage. It's such a tense, character-defining moment that really shows just how deeply Lug's dual lives affect the people who love him. It honestly makes you wonder how long he's going to be able to keep these 2 worlds from violently colliding.
All right, Section 4, Ambushed by Corrupt Nobles.
And just like that, those peaceful moments completely vanish. Lug's newly minted status as a holy knight doesn't just bring shiny medals, it attracts some truly deadly aristocratic jealousy. You see, the central government is basically using Lug as a convenient excuse to keep the hero tied up in the capital, and the established nobles absolutely hate him for it. So, fast-paced action ensues on the open road. Lug's carriage is ambushed by elite assassins who have been carefully bred from the kingdom's strongest noble bloodlines. Let's be clear, these are not your standard street thugs. These are top-tier, highly trained killers.
But man, if the attackers thought Lug was going to be an easy target, they severely underestimated his team. Dia and Tart step up flawlessly here, unleashing their advanced combat magic to protect Lug and utterly dispatching the attackers. But amidst this victory, Lug realizes a terrifying truth. These elites, they were acting like mindless puppets. If someone out there is secretly manipulating the kingdom's most powerful nobles, then the entire nation of Alven is already doomed. So Dia ruthlessly burns the corpses to ash to destroy any evidence of the ambush. And Lug, ever the tactician, doesn't just kick back and celebrate the win. Actually, scratch that, he does the exact opposite. He consumes a highly dangerous mushroom-derived drug he crafted just to temporarily push his brain's processing power to its absolute limits. He desperately needs to deduce his unseen enemy's next moves before they strike again.
Section 5. Forging Unstoppable New Power.
Knowing that these unseen threats are rapidly escalating around them, Lug decides he just can't wait around. He initiates the next aggressive phase of his master plan, which is elevating his entire team's combat power to match his own. Utilizing that My Loyal Knights ability he literally copied from the hero, Lug officially inducts Dia as his personal knight. He's essentially passing the power down the chain. The catch? If she disobeys an order or loses a battle with something important on the line, the power vanishes entirely. But the upside? Quite frankly, absolute power.
Dia's stats instantly skyrocket into the stratosphere. She gains absurd skills like limitless growth and multi-chant. But Lug doesn't stop there, no way. He hands her a massive bag of far stones, instructing her to constantly pour her magical energy right into them. This constant rapid discharge will exponentially increase her already massive mana capacity over time. Guys, she is rapidly becoming a walking weapon of mass destruction.
To see just how insanely powerful they've become, the trio heads out to test Lug's landscape-altering, newly finalized demon-killing magic. They literally have to shelter deep inside a reinforced trench covered by a wind barrier because the resulting explosion consumes all the oxygen in the area and rains absolute fiery destruction above them. I mean, we're talking complete annihilation. It is a terrifying success.
And that brings us to Section 6, Dark Secrets, Tease Volume 4.
You see, power like that doesn't just go unnoticed. The shockwaves of Lu's actions, both magically and politically, have reached the absolute highest echelons of the kingdom's elite. While simply out shopping in the market with Tart, trying to enjoy a rare moment of downtime, Luke's path is abruptly blocked. An ostentatious carriage pulls up and outsteps Marquis Grandvalen. This guy is one of the kingdom's highest-ranking nobles and is widely known as one of its most formidable fighters. The tension here instantly peaks. A man of this incredible standing does not make personal visits in the street to a newly minted, low-ranking holy knight unless the stakes are astronomical. So what does this all mean? Is this an invitation to a dark alliance? Is it a blackmail attempt regarding Luga's secret actions? Or is this the prelude to a public execution?
And that brilliantly sets the stage for what comes next. With Lu inching ever closer to fulfilling the goddess's ultimate mission of saving the world, the board is firmly set and the pieces are moving. What dark world-shattering secrets is Marquis Grandvalen hiding, and what awaits our favorite assassin in Volume 4? You'll have to keep learning with us to find out. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive explainer, and I will catch you on the next one.
Plot Casio.